Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Surviving Narcissism Together. So when you've been abused by a narcissist, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference, and I spoke about this in my previous video. Indifference means they no longer control your emotions, your thoughts, or your peace. They no longer live rent-free in your mind. So in this video, I'll explain 7 steps to becoming indifferent. So step 1 is understanding what indifference really means. And you can understand this from my previous video. Indifference isn't about pretending that you don't care. It's genuinely not being emotionally affected anymore. You see, just like love, you know the saying there's a fine line between love and hate? Well, just like love, hate still ties you to the narcissist. Indifference means their names, their actions, and their existence barely register in your life. By being knowledgeable on this topic and knowing what indifference truly means is going to help you realize that emotional freedom comes from detaching your reactions, not from forcing yourself to feel nothing. It empowers you to stop giving the narcissist control over your thoughts and your energy. With this understanding, you can focus on healing and living your life on your own terms. Now, step 2 is stop seeking closure from the narcissist. One of the hardest traps to escape is waiting for closure from a narcissist. You might find yourself hoping for an apology, for an explanation, or even just a final conversation that makes sense, where you get that last word in. But here's the harsh truth. Narcissists, they don't provide genuine closure. If they do, it's often just another form of manipulation to pull you back in or keep you emotionally hooked. Seeking closure from them keeps you emotionally tied to that person who's thriving on control and confusion. It's like chasing a mirage that never materializes. True closure doesn't come from them, it comes from within you. You have to decide that the relationship is over on your own terms. What this means is accepting that you may never get the answers you want or the apologies you deserve. It means trusting yourself enough to close that chapter and focus on your healing instead of their actions. Step 3. Remove their access to you. Cutting off contact is not just about blocking their phone number or unfriending them on social media. It's cutting off every possible way they could influence or manipulate you. See, narcissists often use flying monkeys like friends or families or acquaintances to spy on you or relay information back to them. Removing their access means blocking them everywhere: text, calls, emails, social media, or even indirect routes like mutual friends or group chats. The less information they have about your life, the less power they hold. It also protects your mental space. So every time you see their posts or you hear about them through others, it may trigger your emotions and drag you back in the cycle of rumination and pain. But by creating a solid boundary of no contact, direct or indirectly, you give yourself the best chance to heal and rebuild your sense of self, and regain control over your life. Now, step 4 is reclaiming your mental real estate. Every minute you think about them is mental rent you're paying. Set a thought boundary. When they pop into your head, redirect it to a task or a hobby or a goal. This is what we spoke about in the rumination video, right? It's going to help you pull yourself back into reality. You are no longer in that situation anymore. You need to recognize that. You're free. If you feel like you're missing them, say out loud, "Not my problem anymore." And this could help retrain your brain. For me, I said, "Hey, not my circus, not my clowns anymore." That worked. Step 5 is stop playing the comparison game. Narcissists will try to flaunt the new supply to trigger jealousy. Remember, their new relationship will follow the same toxic patterns. Don't measure your healing against their fake happiness, okay? Step 6, Focus on your self-worth. Build a life where their opinions are irrelevant. Celebrate small wins. Finishing a workout, learning something new, cooking a meal, jogging for 10 minutes. Again, small wins builds big momentum. The more confident you feel in yourself, the less you need their validation, not so? And that's going to help in becoming indifferent. And finally, step 7, live as though they don't exist. I treat my narcissistic ex like he's dead. Indifference grows when you live fully without them in the picture. Make plans, travel, reconnect with friends, and enjoy life without wondering and what they think, and imagine your life as a movie that they're no longer part of that cast. Recast people. Don't keep them in there, because that's what they did to you. They recasted you. Heck, recast them. Treat them as if they don't exist anymore. They don't exist in your movie. They don't exist in your play. Listen, I know that indifference isn't instant. I wish it were, but it isn't. But every day you choose yourself over them, it weakens their hold over you. One day, you will realize that they don't even cross your mind anymore. Maybe one day, an entire day might pass and you didn't think about them. Then you're going to say, wow, I felt so free today. I didn't think about them for one day. And then it's going to turn into 2 days. And then it's going to turn into 5 days. And then it's maybe going to turn into a week. And that's what true freedom is. Okay? It isn't instant and it isn't overnight. But if you put in the work and you do these steps, I promise you will get there. Just stay consistent. Okay, guys? So if this video resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you're struggling to reach that stage of indifference. Alright, so remember to be patient. We're moving from victims to survivors into victors, and healing takes time. Okay? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.